1985. The person delivering your mail earns more than the typical American household. The guy fixing phone lines earns even more. And a factory paycheck buys a house in about 4 years. 40 years later, every one of those sentences is false. Here's what happened job by job. First, the price of a middle-class life in 1985. The median household earned $23,620 a year. The median home cost $82,800. A new car, $11,800. And a year of tuition at a public university, $1,300. Remember those four numbers. They're the whole story. Now today, household income roughly tripled to $83,700, but the house more than quintupled to $440,000. The car quadrupled to over $50,000, and that $1,300 tuition is now almost $12,000, 9 times higher. The paycheck tripled. The life it was buying tripled, quadrupled, and then kept going. So here's the yardstick for everything you're about to see. One $1985 equals $3.10 today. If a job's pay didn't at least triple in 40 years, that job took a pay cut. These 10 jobs didn't just miss the bar, they lost the whole middle-class package. Number 10, the bank teller. In 1985, tellers earned $219 a week. Modest money, but a real career. Walk in at 18, no degree, retire from the same branch. Today, the median teller makes $39,000. Against today's median house, that's 11 years of every single paycheck. The starter job stopped starting anything. Number 9, the telephone operator. $302 a week in 1985, about $48,700 in today's money. The job still exists at a median of $38,000, a real pay cut of about 20%. But here's the bigger number. There were 177,000 full-time operators then. There are 36,000 left. Number 8, the butcher. Meat cutting was a union trade. $297 a week in 1985, nearly $48,000 in today's dollars. Then meatpacking de-unionized, and the trade never recovered. Today's median, $38,900. That's a 19% real pay cut for the same knife work. Number 7, the secretary. $279 a week in 1985, and with over 3 million full-time secretaries, it anchored millions of households. Today's median is $46,000, which sounds like it kept pace, but nearly half the jobs are gone. And the salary that once bought a house in under 6 years now needs 9.5. Number 6, the machinist. This was the skilled floor of American manufacturing, $409 a week in 1985, about $66,000 in today's money. The actual median today, $56,000. A 15% real cut for a job factories now struggle to fill. The house that cost a machinist 4 years of pay now costs nearly 8. Number 5, the newspaper reporter. Editors and reporters earned $430 a week in 1985, roughly $69,000 today. Today's median journalist makes $60,000. But the real collapse is headcount. About 41,000 reporter jobs left in the entire country. The pay eroded. The profession nearly evaporated. Number 4, the teacher. And here's the twist. Teachers actually kept up with inflation. The average salary went from $23,500 to $74,500, almost exactly the 3.1 bar. So why does it feel poorer? Because a house was 3.5 years of teacher pay then, and 6 now. And a year of the college their students go to jumped from 5% of a teacher's salary to 16. Number 3, the mail carrier, the one from the start of this video. $466 a week in 1985. That's $24,200 a year, more than the median American household earned. Today's median carrier makes $57,500. Decent money, but it went from beating the typical household to earning barely 2/3 of one. Number 2, the telephone installer. The guy on the pole was quiet aristocracy. $530 a week, 17% more than the median household, about $85,000 in today's money. Today's median for telecom installers, $62,500. A 27% real cut. Same pole, same weather, a third less life. And number one, the long-haul truck driver. In 1980, before deregulation, the average union trucker earned $38,600 a year, worth more than $110,000 today. The median today, $57,000, roughly half the job it was. Deregulation cut freight rates by a quarter, union coverage collapsed, and the best blue-collar job in America quietly became one of the hardest. Zoom all the way out. The average factory production wage was $9.55 an hour at the end of 1985. Today, it's $30.27. That's inflation times exactly 1. 40 years, net raise 0. Meanwhile, the house went up 5-fold and the degree 9-fold. The jobs didn't change. The finish line did. That's why the mailman's 1985 paycheck, $4.66 a week, bought a life that $57,000 a year can't.